Hello, everybody. Did you hear me? Hi. Okay, 1 year more, so here we are. First of all, let me introduce to my colleagues. It's a pleasure for me to have today Ángel Ruiz. He is a manager of companies who is specialized in startup and entrepreneur. He will explain you a few tips today. Thank you so much, Ángel, for being here today with us.
Hello, Maria.
And thank you. And also we have Montse Martin Tereso. She's a specialist also. She's working in one of our welcome branches. She works with personal banking, and she's one of the persons who helped during the first day to the expat community. So thank you so much, Montse.
Thank you.
Okay, so I am Mireia Lafoz. I am the Director of International Clients Department here in Banco Sabadell. And I'm so happy of being here. It's a pity that we cannot show you everything in person, but that's fine. We will try to do our best today. So thank you, of course, to Ajuntament de Barcelona for organizing the Barcelona Expat Week. Thank you so much. It's our 7th year here. And from the beginning, we are the only bank who are working with the expat community in this event. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And today we want to give you the warmest welcome that we could give you through this screen to the expat community who is here, to all the international people who are there from around the world. Thank you so much for choosing Barcelona one more time. I really enjoy the city. It's an amazing city. We will try to help you as much as we can because this is our objective. And just let me show you a video. Just 2 minutes, please.
Desde 1881 hemos recorrido un largo camino, un camino en el que, impulsados por el trabajo y el esfuerzo de todos, hemos llegado a traspasar nuestras fronteras hacia un mercado más internacional y hemos conocido a miles de personas. Este largo camino nos ha hecho ser lo que somos, cambiando incluso ideas preconcebidas en la forma de hacer banca. Pero aún nos queda lo mejor por recorrer. Un camino hacia los nuevos tiempos, tiempos cambiantes, inconformistas, ilusionantes, que nos llevan a un entorno distinto, más global y complejo, donde la tecnología es determinante. Los clientes y sus necesidades se han transformado y nosotros debemos adaptarnos sin perder lo que nos caracteriza. Ahora se relacionan con el banco de manera diferente y debemos acompañarles de una forma más activa que nunca, siempre aportándoles valor y buscando la excelencia en el servicio, desde la cercanía y la confianza. Siendo transparentes, simples y flexibles para ser afines a sus necesidades. Siendo convenientes, pero también rigurosos y comprometidos. Solo así alcanzaremos nuestros objetivos y consolidaremos las relaciones a largo plazo. Debemos recorrer este camino con la voluntad de ser líderes en esta transformación. Solo así seremos el banco que queremos ser. Estaremos donde queremos estar. Mejoraremos la rentabilidad y seremos más competitivos, con mentalidad global. Nuestro reto es crecer cada día, sólidamente, sobre la base de nuestra experiencia, la fortaleza de nuestros valores y capacidades y la confianza de todos quienes confían en nuestra gestión. Porque la ilusión de ser aún mejores es el mejor estímulo que tenemos para seguir avanzando.
Sorry. Okay, so now here you have all the details about Ángel and Montse. We will give you also at the end of the session, we will give you more information about everything, and will be in our website. But Now you know us a little bit more. So let me explain you very quickly about the bank. Banco Sabadell was founded in 1881. It's a Catalan bank, and we started so many years ago, but always have had an international spirit. So that's why, for example, we have so many branches around the world, like United States, UK, Singapore, around the world. So anything you may need, we are there. So let me show you two things before Monse start all the how to start to opening a bank account. So here you have all the information about the bank. But this is something that I will really would like to show you, that are our welcome branches. We have 10 welcome branches in around the Catalonia. We have 7 in Barcelona, and also we have Sant Cugat, Sitges, and Castelldefels. These branches I really recommend you while you are arriving to Barcelona, because we have special managers like Monse and Angel who will help you with all the process. I mean, before you arrive, you could start all the process to opening a bank account. Like, for example, if you need to opening directly with the passport, that's fine, you could do it. And while you have the NIE number, we could change it, no matter. So in these branches, for example, one thing that we have, it's that we have 3 official languages that are German, French, and English. So always there are people who speak different languages, and it's very easy, all the process. All the soft landing will be really easy with all the branches. So you have here the address, but I mean, you will have my contact. You could contact me with directly, and I will help you. And if you have another closer, we will help you with all of this process. And another thing that I thought that it's very interesting, it's our welcome service. Our welcome service we created a few years ago. It's a free service for clients and non-clients, where you will have there our basic steps while you are arriving. For example, we will assist you, of course, in different languages, and we will assist you about relocation, real estate, and lawyers. A few of these partners that we work with them are today participating here in this Barcelona Expat Week. So I really recommend you to contact directly with this welcome service or call us, and we will help you, because it's very useful, and there are so many services that I really thought that you need for the first steps. So, but of course, you could go directly to our branches and they will give you, of course, this service too. So don't worry about that if you don't find the information, but we will link it there, okay? So now I would like to give the word to Monse, and she will explain you how to start and how to opening the bank account.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mireia, for such a fantastic presentation of the bank and about us. And thank you, Barcelona Expat Week, for giving us that opportunity. Hello, everyone. I will let you know how to open a bank account in Barcelona. My name is Monse, as she said, and I'm professional at the banking sector for several years. Last period, just opening accounts for foreign people. So yes, in Spain, you can have an account if you are resident or if you are not resident. And yes, you can have an account, even if you still have not NIE. But you have to think about one thing. You are not buying an account. You are not buying an object. It's just to start a commercial relationship with the bank. You can choose different banks. You will get information from the bank, from the advertisement. But once you choose the bank, then is the point you have to introduce yourself to the bank. And here you will have to give to them information about yourself. So the passport, the identification. For some European countries, it will be enough with the identification from the country. You will have to give to the bank too the tax identification number from the country you are coming from, and the foreign address linked to that team. You also have to give the bank the contact details. The most important is going to be to keep communication, phone number, It could be a foreign phone number, not necessarily Spanish one, email address, Spanish address in case you have so. And of course, you have to give them a proof of professional status or work contract. On that point, it's going to be very important that you explain the bank the purpose for which you want to open the account. That situation is in case that you have not NIE. Of course, if you are already resident and you have the NIE, you can open the account with the NIE, also the passport, the contact details, and also the information about the proof of professional status or work contract. So once you have given all these documents to the bank, they have 24, 48 hours, and they will ask you to get an appointment. You need to meet with the person who will be your advisor and to sign the contract. On that moment, you start commercial relationship. So you will have debit card, you can ask for credit card. You will have also online contract for all banks. The current account that you start on that point is the core product for all the services you will receive from the bank. The moment you go to sign the contract, many banks, or Sabadell, our case, we also offer an application, a Sabadell wallet, to get to the payments with the phone. You have other services, all the modern applications to do payments with the phone number between friends. And of course, as a starting point for the account, to pay all the bills, as my colleagues speak before on that expat week, to pay for the rent, to receive the salary, to get the gym or the school for children. That is the start. And from here, the bank will offer you services and solutions, also for insurances, loans and investments for your savings. Let me talk a little more about all those points. About insurances. Here, if we talk about this, we need to be next to you. We will be next to you, and we are going to listen and to cover all your needs. Even in case you are not resident, you can have some insurances with us. You can have a health insurance, which is necessary for some cases to get the NIE if you are going to be resident. If you are not resident, not NIE, we also offer to you home protection. So you're going to rent something and you will have the opportunity, or also if you're going to buy. Once you have the NIE, you can access to a wide range of products about protection. You will be able to get life insurance, death insurance for those difficult moments. Of course, a car insurance, in case you want a car or whatever, a motorcycle. Companies give you the possibility to pay monthly, quarterly, or yearly. This is another point with the bank that you can get solutions. In our situation, Bank Sabadell has a specific alliance with some insurance companies, with Sanitas for health insurance, with Decavit for death insurance, payment protection, and also with Zurich for cars insurance. I can speak later on if you want about that matter. Also, the bank can help you to get your goals. If what you want is to buy something. If you want to get a house in Barcelona, you have the opportunity to get it financed with us. You can have the mortgage if you are resident or if you are not resident. Everything will depend, which is the object. You are going to buy the house. With our fixed mortgage, adapt to you. It gives you the possibility to get a very interesting way to finance an interest. So let me explain to you with clear steps how it works, a mortgage in Spain and with us. So first you have to choose the house, to choose your favorite house. It will be for your first home, second apartment, even for an investment. The difference will be on the percentage that we will be able to offer to you. Second, we do the offer. So we do the offer, and this can arrive up to an 80%, depending, as I told you, on the object, on the concept you are buying the house. Then, with an attractive interest, insurances, and goes linked to the mortgage when we do the offer. So third, once you choose will be the bank that you want for your mortgage, you will have to give all documentation required. At that point, you will give again proof of economic documentations about salary, about work contract, all the incomes you are having, and the wealth you have created in Spain or you have abroad. Fourth, the bank studies the viability with the economical information that you have given to them, but also with the appraisal and some information the bank needs from the house you are buying. At that point, you need also to sign the request for the mortgage. And fifth, when everything is done, when the viability is okay, we monitor all the process closely until the signature at the notary. Because in Spain, when you buy something, you sign the same day at the notary the purchase of the house and the mortgage. These were the steps for a mortgage. But of course, from the bank, you can also get finance, other kind of projects. We have interesting loans for studies with specific agreements for some universities. We also can finance to you if you want to buy a car, if you need furniture, or whatever. Maybe we can study with a credit card. It will depend on each of you. So I spoke about the account. I let you know the services for insurances, about the loans to get the projects. But we also want to be next to you with your savings. Maybe you come to Spain. Maybe you are going to start saving in Spain. Oh, it could be that what you want is to bring the savings you have abroad. Could be because you want to get the golden visa from Bank Sabadell, that we are in Spain. You will find a solvent and secure European country within the system in the framework of Basilea. So keep fine, keep relaxed, bringing your savings in Spain and with all the system banking here. And at that point, we want to be your advisors. Let me explain to you how it works, how we want to be your advisor. So doing a smart process, we will define your investor profile. This is a very necessary first step to follow all the offer. At that process, there are some questions about your knowledge and your interest. Then, when we have your profile defined, you may have access to a wide range of products. Despite of some of them have risks, you might get more benefits. Here, you can get products from the asset management company with different diversification. You can talk about different assets, different countries, different markets, different companies, different sectors. Bonds, we specialize. We are offering a management portfolio. Sabadell has a strategic alliance with Amundi. Amundi is one of the biggest asset management company in Europe. And at Amundi, preparing for tomorrow means integrating financial and sustainability criteria for lasting performance. Since it started, it's taking ESG criteria into consideration. Today, this commitment is done even further. So I'm in E for environmental, looking for projects taking care of climate change or innovative solutions. S for social, investing in companies useful to society and solidarity. And G for governments, promoting best practice. Because being a trusted partner means being a responsible partner. But maybe you want to prefer to take your own investors' criteria. Here, we also will offer to you best contracts to buy directly stocks on the market. Could be domestic markets or international markets. Now, a situation from Sabadell, we offer you an account with which you can not just buy stocks online, but also with the application. And with many services, you don't need to go to the office, especially with the actual situation. Could be interesting to be used. So once I let you know about that, we want to be your advisors, also for the savings. It's what I say from the beginning. Just if you let me do a small summary. If you want to get the account, you will have to explain the bank what is the purpose for that account. You will have to identify yourself with passport or with passport and NIE. Give them your contact details and give them all the information we need about the tax identification number, about the proof of economical status or the work contract or any other document that you can consider explains well enough and talks about you. Once you have the core product, once you have the current account, the bank will offer you all the solutions with the insurances, with the loans to get your goals, and of course, for being your advisors for your savings. Well, if there is any other question, I have seen some of them, we will try to answer later on. Now, my colleague Angel will share his knowledge. So in case what you want is an account for a company. So Angel, please, you are here.
Hello, Montse, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Angel. I have been working for the last 7 years managing business accounts at Banco Sabadell, and I am currently working as a bank manager for startup companies in Barcelona. In the next few minutes, I will try to explain you what an entrepreneur should do to open a bank account in Spain for a business. And I will develop my exposition in 3 parts. First one will be about the information that will be needed. Second one will be a brief example of a type of a business account that you can find in Spain. And the third and the last part will be about the documents that will be requested by the bank when you open the account. Let me start talking about the first meeting between the client and the bank. In my professional experience, I think that I have realized that this is one of the most important moments in the relationship with my clients. It's very important to reach a very good level of communication between the 2 parts in order to achieve a very good level of trust. And yes, I'm talking about trust because it's true that we talk about business, about banks, about clients, but actually we're talking about people. And trust is one of the most important aspects in the relationship between 2 people. This trust involves both of us, because I need to give you information from my side, but I need information from you. So I, as a bank manager, have the obligation to be very clear, very transparent with the conditions of my bank. But on the other hand, I will need to know your business, to get information from you. It will be essential in order to give you a very good advice, but also in order to comply with the bank regulation. So we will talk about this information, about the minimal information that we need to know you to open the account. The first part is about the activity, the real activity that your business is going to develop. I need to know if you want to create an e-commerce, a marketplace, if you are going to open a restaurant in the city, if you are going to develop a software solution. I think that you as an entrepreneur should use this part of the conversation to give specific information. For instance, if you are on a startup company, or if you want to open a franchise of a restaurant branch, tell it to the bank employee, because it's possible that the bank have specialized solutions and managers to help you, okay? Besides the activity, we will need to know another aspects of your business. If you are going to be in an office, in a co-working space, if you are going to create a new company, you are going to be freelance, which is your preference about the communication channel? Do you prefer email? Do you prefer telephone? Do you prefer to meet us? It's very important to know all these aspects. Besides, we will need to know what are the banking operations that you are going to need, that you will develop with the account. For instance, what are the countries that you are going to work with? You are going to work in euros, in US dollars, in pounds. What amounts are you going to receive to send in the account? It will be very important in order to negotiate the specific fees, the specific conditions of your account. And finally, we will need to identify who are the people who have the shareholding control of the company, who have the beneficial ownership of the company. This is very important in order to comply with the regulation. So you have explained a lot of things about your company, about what you do, about the people who control the company. You have done your part, and now it's my turn, it's the bank's turn. I have to explain you in detail the conditions, the type of the accounts that we can offer to you as a business account. So I have selected one of the most popular accounts in Banco Sabadell for businesses. It's called in Spanish Expansión Negocios account, and it's an account especially designed for freelancers and for business. This account works like a pack, like an integrated service. It only demands to the client to deposit at least 700 euros every month in the account, and you will have several conditions that are preference. For instance, you will have no fees for administering your account, for sending transfers into Spain or into another countries in the European Economic Area. You will have no fees for deposit checks, for having your debit card, your credit card. You will have preferent conditions in financial solutions, in insurance policies, in payment solutions, and other products. And you will also, as Monse said before, a 24/7 service by online banking or by telephone. This is very important. We are in 2020 and we have an omni-channel service that integrates your bank manager in his branch, but also a 24/7 service in another channels. Finally, I have to say that this account has an annual cost, but it can be reduced or even eliminated if you have a number of transactions or a number of products with the bank. So if you are talking with your bank employee, please request if there is any possibility to reduce or to avoid the cost. So we know each other. I have explained the conditions of our bank. I know what your business do. This is the moment I say sorry, because we are going to move to the most boring part of the presentation. It's about the documents that will be requested by the bank to open the account. And I will establish a difference between three possible cases. First one is for freelancers, second one is for not resident companies, and the final one is for resident companies. The first one is the most simple case, because if you are freelance, if you are a self-employed person, we only need your identification document, your passport, your resident card, your TIN, your tax identification number, and a document that proves that you have started your activity as a freelance. The second case is about not resident company. In this case, you have chosen to initiate your business with your current company. You don't create a new company in Spain, and you will develop your activity with a company located in another country. In this case, we will need the identification document of the company in the country of origin. We will need the articles of incorporation and powers of attorney issued by the commercial registry or an equivalent institution in the country of origin. It's important to say that these documents must be legalized by the Hague apostille, okay, or by a Spanish diplomatic or a consular agent. And if these documents are in a language different than Spanish or English, we will need a certified translation, okay? And let's move to the last case. Is the most usual case I have found in my professional career. That is if you go to create a new company in Spain. In this case, you will need your bank account even before to go to the notary, because the bank will certificate the contributor transfers, the capital transfer that you need to receive to create this company. The bank can offer you a specific account to receive these first transfers, these capital transfers, and we will need the identification documents of the founders, of the constituent partners, and also a document called Certificate of Reservation of the Company Name. This is a document provided by the commercial register, and this will be a proof that you have reserved the company name during 3 months, okay? So if you have these documents, the account will be open, you will receive the transfer, the bank will give you the certificate, and you will be able to go to the notary to create your company. The next step is when you have the final documents. There is a period about 2, 3, 4 weeks from the signature in the notary, but at the end you will have the definitive identification document, the deed of incorporation, the deed of constitution of the company registered in the commercial register, and a document that proves that you have started your activity. You will need to present these documents to the bank, and the bank will activate your account, and you will be totally free to operate with this account. You will have personal keys to operate online, you will have your cards, so you will have your account activated. So we have talked about your company, about our bank, about the documents that will be required. You have your account open. Maybe you think that this is the end, but I actually think that this is the beginning in the relationship between the client and the bank. The account is just the first step, because we obviously want to provide you a good service and good conditions, but I think that our main purpose is to be with you, to offer you an integral service, a global service, and to give you all the solutions that can be possible. For instance, we have a lot of finance solutions like loans, credit lines, rentings, leasings. We have insurance solutions to cover your social liability needs, to protect your employees, to protect your office. We have payment solutions, international solutions. So we want to give you a global service. To finish, I would like to come back to that first meeting between the bank and the client, the moment I told before. I think that is a really important moment, and I want to encourage you to use this moment, this first conversation, to expose all the doubts, all the questions you have to the bank employee. I'm very confident that you will have a very good professional in front of you. This professional will be capable of giving you a very good advice. And remember, as Montse said before, that you are not choosing a bank account. You are choosing the bank that is going to help your business to grow. So that's all, and thank you very much to everyone.
Thank you so much, Angel and Montse, for sharing your experience. I'm pretty sure that everybody checks so many things important, and somebody will contact with you, because there are so many things while you are arriving. and so many things to do, so many paperwork. Do you know how to start? And this what Angel explained about, you are choosing the bank, and of course you are choosing a person, because the bank is part of your team, of your company. So that's why I'm sure that we'll contact with you so many people, because you are a very good professional. So before of the questions, let me show you a small video. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's see if we have a few questions. I'm gonna read the first one. It's in Spanish about Veronica. I thought that she asked on the chat. She's asking if es posible abrir una cuenta bancaria a un cliente ruso sin asistencia. Entiendo que se refiere a si es posible hacerlo de forma presencial. Es decir, sin que venga el cliente. No, siempre tiene que venir el cliente a la oficina por lo menos una vez. Muchas veces lo que acostumbramos a hacer es cuando viene el cliente a España, cuadramos una visita aunque no tenga decidida exactamente cuál será la vivienda que va a comprar, pero por lo menos para conocernos una vez y que le podamos tener un primer contacto y explicarle pues, cómo trabajamos y qué es lo que necesitamos nosotros. ¿Vale? Entonces, de todos modos, si necesitas, Verónica, puedes contactar con nosotros y miramos exactamente caso por caso. ¿vale? A ver, ¿qué más? Vamos a ver.
Mireia?
Sí.
Well, if you don't mind, I see another question here from Sabine. She says if she has no NIE, and so I imagine she wants to know if this is necessary to open the account. I just have to answer that no. She can open the account with passport, with tax identification number, with a proof of professional status, work contract, which is the purpose of the account, and of course the contact details, as also Angel say and you say, and we wanted to explain to everyone that the most important will be the communication and how easy we can understand, which are the solutions we can offer. So the answer, without NIE, yes, you can have an account.
Yes, and you will keep the number of the account. If you, after have the NIE, the number of the account will be the same, and this is important.
Thank you, Angel.
Okay, let's see. Gloria, could you send us your contact? Of course, it will be very useful. Thanks, Gloria. Yes, we will link it here in the, I will put it again on the screenshot, but I mean, we will link it on the website from Barcelona Expat. So you will see there everything and all of our details. ¿Cuándo darán la charla en español y en francés? Pues Cecil, pues sí, la podríamos haber hecho en francés también porque es uno de los idiomas oficiales y por supuesto en castellano. De todos modos, si tienes alguna pregunta, mira, veo que aquí abajo haces otra, que tienes un... Bueno, si son preguntas muy concretas, vamos un poquito justos de tiempo, pero podemos contactar luego y las hacemos uno por uno, porque es que de verdad que depende muchísimo de cada nacionalidad, de país de nacimiento, de residencia, es decir, es un poquito más complejo, entonces dar un consejo general es un poco complicado, pero de todos modos voy a compartir, mira Ángel, te están haciendo una pregunta, si quieres contestar esta última pregunta que hay aquí, mientras pongo otra vez nuestros datos de contacto.
Okay, my question is to renovate, bring the foreign company or create a new one in Spain. Well, to Agencia Radical, the both cases are possible. You can open the account with a foreign company or you can create a new one in Spain. There was the two different cases I speak before. But it's possible to open the account in the both scenarios. No problem.
Monse, do you see another question?
Yes, I'm seeing here that someone was asking, yes, Cecil, preguntaba en ese tema que vivía fuera de España, entonces, en cualquier caso, como bien has dicho, necesitamos que la persona en algún momento siempre venga a la oficina para ese toma de contacto, para esa firma en persona. No se puede abrir de momento una cuenta sin la persona.
Oksana, I'm reading a question also. I thought that it's something personal. If you would like to call me as soon as we finish this session, I will answer everything and we will see everything because it's very difficult to speak about something general. What else? Cecil, lo mismo, si quieres contactar con nosotros en cuanto acabemos o si me quieres mandar un mensaje, yo te llamo enseguida y te miramos a ver cómo podemos hacer más al detalle. Sí, el PowerPoint estará subido. I'm not sure if we answer everything. Can you open account if you are employed and you haven't finished your... Sí, Arabella, yes, we can open the bank account. No matter your residence process, we know how that it's not so, I mean, that it has a rhythm and you have to wait maybe a few months, but don't worry about that because we could open, first of all, your bank account like a non-resident, no matter where you are living. And as soon as you have your resident, we will change it, your bank account with your passport to a resident account. And this is very fast. I mean, maybe in 24 hours you have this process done. So don't worry about that. Gloria, hi everyone. Mireia could be the contacts. Yes, you have there our contacts and also our LinkedIn. What else? I thought that we have everything answered. Monse, Angel, would you like to tell something else?
We have a question from where Alex. Is there a specific contact or branch with Sabadell for business or investor projects?
Yes.
Yes, we have our branch, Be a Startup. You can find a link in internet, Be a Startup, or if you can give to us, you can send me an email if you want, and I will give you this address of Be a Startup. Okay.
But I mean, everything that you may need about companies or startup or entrepreneur, you could contact directly with Angel because he will help you. And also I thought that tomorrow we have another participation about our program from Be Startup, will be Mr. Carol there. So maybe it's interesting for you also listening. But I mean, if you need something about your company directly, contact with Angel. And if you need something about your personal account, of course, contact with Monse. And if I could help you in everything, of course, you have my number there. So let's see if there's some more questions. ¿Por qué se tiene que pagar mantenimiento de la cuenta? Well, Andrea, if you would like to call us, we will check exactly which are your situation. I can give you an answer, a general answer. So
yes, Mireia, if you let me, hay muchas cuentas en las que son gratuitas y numerosos servicios gratuitos. El banco busca darle un servicio integral y vincular sus necesidades. Todo es cuestión de sentarse y ver cuál es el uso que necesita de esa cuenta para encontrar la mejor solución. Si me permitís, veo Johan Juan, I have a resident permission and NIE number, but with a resident card. Yes, you can open the account. So, sorry, maybe I didn't explain clear enough. You can get the banking account with NI as resident or without NI as resident. And as Angel said, even if you open a number account, a current account, without being resident, once we change, you have the NIE, you keep the same number. So it's just something to start and to follow. If you want to keep the same, already link it with the rent of the apartment, with the monthly payments, even with the salary, we hope.
Thanks, Monse. Una cosita, Andrea, de verdad, si me quieres contactar, en cuanto acabemos hablamos, porque además si eres estudiante tenemos un programa específico para estudiantes, sobre todo de universidades internacionales, con las que tenemos convenios, entonces de verdad vamos a ver lo que no sé, a ver cuál es el motivo de esas condiciones, pero vamos, de verdad tienes mis datos de contacto ahí para que lo revisemos. Monse, ahí tienes el WhatsApp de Cecil, que ya te lo ha pasado. Genial, gracias, Andrea. So, well, we have 10 minutes. I don't know, Angel, would you like to tell something else, or thank you for your program? Happy to see you are still so dynamic. Yes, that's why. Barbara, hi, how are you? How are you? Nice to see you, Barbara. Thank you so much. Yes, we are so dynamic, and before this COVID situation, we were doing so many events. This is something that I really miss because it was very funny and interesting, because we love to share moments and to share contacts, because we understand how people is arriving, how the expat life is, and we know how difficult it is to arrive to a city that you don't speak the language, and maybe your husband or your wife is working and you are at home and you don't know how to do it, you are with the kids and it's very hard. So that's why we are trying to do something else than not just a bank. I mean, we don't want to open just a bank account. We would like to do something else and to help you. I mean, if you just arrive and you need maybe to get in touch with any association, or about a woman association that we have very good contacts, or maybe with these international schools or lawyers, wherever, I really recommend you to talk with me, of course, or with your managers like Angel or Monse or another managers from our welcome branches, because they really assist you in anything you may need, and we will do our best for sure. Barbara, work closely with Banco Sabadell. Thank you so much.
Barbara. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what else? There's so much more questions? Well, so I think that's enough. So you have there our contact. I mean, I'm telling you, we will link it there in the website. You have our phone number and also our email address. So you could send us an email. And if you need another branch, Angel and Monse are at the branch at the tower from Banco Sabadell, that it's in diagonal with Balmes. Yeah. But if you need to go to Glorias or to Sant Cugat or another, or Castelldefels, Sitges, wherever, call me or send me an email. I will go with you. I will introduce you to the director, and they will help you, of course, with the companies or with the personal account or whatever you need. So I think that's important to know. And of course, in Girona, we have so many branches. It's another kind of branch, but they speak so many languages and they have very good experience with the international clients in La Costa Brava. So if you are interested on buying in a second house or invest for the golden visa, of course, you could contact with us for this area. Well, I thought that's enough. So let's close. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Monse, Angel. I really appreciate your participation and for sharing your knowledge today here. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Ayuntamiento de Barcelona. Again, thank you so much. And thank you, Adriana and Pedro, for your help during all these days with very nervous. And that's all. I'm gonna close this. Thank you. Let's see on one chat.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, thank you.
Thanks, Johan. Thanks, Guy. Bye.
Bye.